following contains adult language and poorly impersonated celebrity voices and parodies. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Devil You Know, or is it going to be The Devil Down Under?
Good day, mate.
G'day, mates. How you going?
Put on the shrimp on the barbie. I don't know.
We're pretty much limited to what we know from, Crocodile Dundee and the Crocodile Hunters. So.
Phosphorus
Right. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
How's everyone doing?
How come nobody answers you? I say, what's up? I don't hear anything.
Yo, what's going on?
Write a
We all say
comment.
the same thing.
Write a comment. And like and subscribe and all that stupid shit.
All right.
Anyway, Adam, who are we looking at?
This week we have Satanist Laren Crichton. He owns Southern Star Woodworking, and he makes some cool stuff. He just sent this to me for my bar.
What's that? Is that a cock
It's
ring?
a bottle opener.
Oh,
Oh, see?
Jesus.
And it works.
That is a cock ring on the end, isn't it?
What do you
That's
do?
how
Wait a
do it.
minute. Lauren, hold on. Welcome to the show, but 1 second. You're opening up a bottle. You just had another can open. It was a can of something.
I know. I'm
No.
finishing off Jesse's Bush. It's quite tasty. Jesse Twain's Bush.
I
Everybody.
love Jesse's Bush in my mouth.
Wish that I had Jesse's bush.
Are you going to put Jesse's Bush in the van? You
Yes.
know what I mean? That's an inside joke, everybody.
We like
All right.
Jesse's Bush on the
What
altar,
does
too. but-
Jesse's bush smell like, though?
It's like roses, bro.
It was good.
It smells
You
like
just
Irish
crushed it. You just crushed Jesse's bush. Come on, relax.
Spring. He smashed it. It's called
Slow
smashing.
hand. Slow hand.
Anyway,
Mm.
Lauren,
Wow.
how's it
Anyhow.
going?
We have derailed,
Yeah,
and we haven't even started yet.
we
Hey, we have a guest.
We took a walkabout. Yeah. Anyway,
You sound more British when you say that. But
yeah,
you get,
isn't that? It's too guttural. They got a walkabout. Like what?
Right.
A walkabout. A walkabout?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, a walkabout. There we
That'll
go.
work.
There we go. That'll work. Crikey.
Uh,
How's it
How you
going?
doing, Laura?
So,
how is it over on the other side of the world? And happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, happy belated.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yesterday.
Happy highest.
33 is okay. All right.
33.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the same age as Jesus.
Ah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway.
That's why you're working with wood. Get it? Cross.
Oh.
Ah. I'm back, baby.
Yeah. Christ. Christy.
Jesus Christ 2, the
Christy.
revenge.
Christy.
Revenge of the Jew.
Revenge. You gonna play with that all night, Adam?
I am.
All
Dude,
right.
it's,
Cock ring.
you can't put it down. It's just, and it's beautiful too. It's got, what kind of wood is this, Lauren?
Just regular,
that
just regular
is-
wood.
Tasmanian myrtle.
Of course it
Tasmanian
is.
Myrtle. And then there's like an epoxy resin in
Yeah.
the middle.
Red
like
Congealed
fire.
blood.
epoxy resin with a bit of
Yeah.
black swirly crap in it.
Is
Just
this
for
blood
extra
inside of it? Is the swirly stuff blood?
Yeah,
It's 3 stripes
Maybe.
to represent
sure it is.
whiplash across Jesus' back.
And there's sperm in there too.
Blasphemy!
Oh,
It's
yeah, there's a
absolutely
little
stunning.
piece of me in
It's
every
held
one.
together by sperm. It's influenced by Metallica's Loaded. Anyway.
Right. I say that about all my stained glass pieces. There's a little bit of me in every stained glass window because it's true. I cut myself every time.
Huh.
Mm.
So you're a
Yeah, well,
cutter.
so it's hot outside, so
gross.
I'm sweating all over everything. So,
You can't tell.
I'd call that special sauce. All right.
hmm.
So what got you into what are we going to start with this thing? The woodworking?
Let's start
Yeah,
with
sure.
woodworking. Let's.
Yeah.
We're it's going to escalate. So let's start slow.
Okay.
Now, I'm self-taught. I think I started in 2014, 2015, just making crappy things. Actually, we started off going to like a little meditation group with some witches. So I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do a bit of meditation. It was quite good. And then they're like, why don't you make a thing? Because they also had a little shop as well where you could buy like ritual stuff.
Mhm.
Like, oh yeah. So I started off just making like small pentagram wood plaques, and none of that stuff ever sold. But then I thought, oh, this is something that our cabal might like. So I practiced and kept doing it, and so I made it into a little biz that people quite like. So I just learn as I go, trial and error, make mistakes, do it again. Yeah.
I know the feeling.
I've been watching you make an altarpiece for somebody. Do you want to talk about that? It's pretty stunning.
The big one.
The big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll keep that a secret for now.
Okay.
Well, it's not really a big secret, but I'm going to be shipping that off very soon. So keep an eye out.
Nice.
You'll hear about it.
Just so I know the one you're talking about, are you shipping it to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Beautiful Hawaii.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I got
Yeah.
it.
We've seen a few photos.
Yep,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's it's not my baby to put out there, so I'll
Sure,
leave that
understood.
to the customer.
There was one that you did. I think it was a bookend. It was like a vine with thorns coming off of it. It looked really cool.
Oh, that's a tea light holder. Yeah.
Okay.
That was
yeah.
one of the first things I made, and it turned out really well.
It did.
Mm.
You have to send me some pictures to put up on during the show so that guests can see what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and then tell them where to find you as well. I mean, where can people find you?
Oh, I'm all over the place. I've got Southern Star Woodworks Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also southernstarwoodworks.net. So,
Okay. Nice.
Very cool.
oh, I've also
There
got
you
an
go.
Etsy as well. So Southern Star Woodworks on Etsy, where you can order stuff.
Let's see.
Very reasonable too. I forgot what you charged me for this, but it was like shit, I would have paid double for it. It's beautiful. I'm going to be ordering more things.
Yeah.
from you.
I guess that's the good thing about ordering from Australia because of the currency difference and stuff. So, the US dollar is quite good. Like you pay $20, I get like 27 or something like that in AUD. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's not really, it's not a big business, but it's just something I love to do for a little hobby. Get my stuff out all over the world. So that's a cool feeling.
Oh yeah.
This is just sort of a side job that you do.
Oh, it was, yeah, when I was working as a cook, but currently looking for workies now. So I got to get out of hospitality though. That's killing me. So find something else to do.
Yeah.
Right on.
So you have like a degree for like a chef thing, or just cooking somewhere?
No, I just it's quite easy to get into, but staying in the hospitality industry is a challenge. Just cold calling and picked up a job as a kitchen hand, and then it went from there. So
Yeah. Cool. So we talked to you before the show. You said you were comfortable talking about this. A lot of our listeners or watchers or viewers, they don't realize that, and they probably shouldn't. But you were actually born a woman and transitioned into a man.
I don't think anybody knows
That's
that
right.
because
No,
it was a major surprise to me when you sent your bio to me. I was like, whoa. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Born,
I actually
uh,
don't believe you. So do you still have a vagina?
Oh yeah. I haven't had
it out.
any surgery yet, but I'm kind of petrified of surgery because that just general anesthetic freaks me the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started transitioning in, I think it was 2010. So I've been at it for quite a while now. Always, it's that the saying like feeling like you've trapped in the wrong body that doesn't really get all of it. But I knew from an early age that I was a bit different. So in primary school, always used to hang out with the boys and play boys things, and that was great. Home life was fine. always only lived with mum as a single parent. She never tried to force me into dresses or play with dolls or anything. So that was fine. The original puberty, that sucked. Because, being a teenager is shitty as it is, but, when you're going through all those hormonal changes and trying to figure out who you are, that's when it really hits home that your body's doing stuff that you don't want it to do. So that was a tumultuous time. But actually, a friend of mine at work, she mentioned that a friend of hers was transitioning. I'm like, oh, what is that? I want to find out what that is. And so I did some research. I'm like, holy crap, there are other people out there who feel the same as I do, and they're doing stuff about it, So I did some research and more investigation and started going to like a little support group and finding out what these people are doing and how it's done. And I'm like, I had to make a decision. Like, yeah, that's what I want to do. In order to live my life. So the process here, it's pretty simple. You go to your GP, or we've got a pretty tight community here. You ask around, like, GPs who are familiar with trans stuff and who are friendly to us. Not every doctor is going to be willing to help you, unfortunately. So, just went to this particular doctor, say, this is how I feel, and, wanted to ask about getting transition kicked off. And so she gave me I think it was a psychologist to go to first. So 2 sessions with them, and then 1 session with a psychiatrist where I was formally diagnosed back then as having gender dysphoria disorder. And so from then I go back to the GP with a script for testosterone, which was then in injections. And so that combined with regular health checkups and support if I need it through like counselling and other psych appointments and stuff, that's how I got things rolling.
Yeah. Sweet. Wow. So you still got the vagina. Do you plan on transitioning that?
Not at the moment. I don't think the surgery is up to scratch,
Yeah.
So but there's like a whole bunch of like prosthetics and wing wangs that I can use, so it's not a priority.
Right.
I haven't had top surgery either. So top surgery, I still got my moobs, but because I'm like a bit of a chubby dude, that no one's the wiser. I mean, like
yeah, totally. How'd you? Or the beard was that's just a testosterone treatment and things like that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure Dorian Burns didn't glue it on your face, but you're good.
Held me down and.
Yeah.
No, I'd always wanted a beard from like I was a little kid. I'm like, I've got one now. It's so cool. I can't leave it alone though.
They are, aren't
I'm
they?
Always picking at it and
yeah, they're cool.
Face
I like my
pubes
beard
everywhere.
Face pubes. It's all on the keyboard. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh yeah. In your food.
I'm the only dude here without a beard. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Do you have a vagina too, Adam?
No.
All right, just wondering.
One of us.
No, you've had you photoshopped my nuts out of a picture, John. You know better.
I know. I've seen his nuts. He has nuts. He's got 3 of them though. That's what's weird.
Can I have one?
We're supposed to talk about that. Can I have one? Send Laren one of your nuts, man. Then you can have 2 of them.
So then, your partner is it?
Is it? What do you mean it? What do you mean by
no? I mean,
is she a girl?
Yeah. So I guess the opposite of trans is cisgendered, because I think that comes from a Spanish word same. So sex is your body, gender is what's in your head. So the theory goes, so if you're cisgendered, how you feel in your head is the same as what you've got.
I didn't understand anything you just said, dude.
Okay, that's cleared up a lot.
What that means?
Okay.
I'm like, what?
I'll get a diagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she's just regular.
I get it.
Regular
Yeah.
lady.
Oh, okay.
oh.
We're like, oh. She's a chick.
So, well, I
Okay.
mean, obviously, though, she's obviously pretty open-minded, though. I mean, with,
Oh yeah,
because you haven't had a full transition, so, I mean, granted, like you said, there's tools for that.
I actually met her through
we-
going through the transition. So we've got a pretty big community here on the Sunshine Coast and in Brisbane. So it's a great way to get involved and meet new people. And yeah. So I think I first met her at one of the support sessions I went to before I started T. So she was there pretty much right from the beginning. And so it wasn't a case of like we were together and surprise, this is how I feel and this is what I'm doing.
Right.
So
But she saw
so,
the entire entire process, though. So
oh
that's cool.
yeah. I have to give you some photos of pre-T, and it's a really big change. So
we could put him on the show.
oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she was there through all the mood swings and second puberty, which is always fun.
I was going to ask you, did you get the roid rage?
No. So I've always been pretty shitty and irritable, right? You know, back when I was a chick. But I found that taking the testosterone has really mellowed me out. The only problem that I would have with it is with the injections. Every 2 weeks, I got to plug oily crap into my leg with a needle that's like that big. So you get your nice dose of testosterone, and as the days roll by and you get closer to the next shot, it wears off, and then you start getting irritable and shitty, like a fellow would have if he had low testosterone levels. So,
So Snickers wouldn't help?
no.
I heard it. I don't know. I heard they do. All right.
So apart from that, it's fine and dandy. It doesn't change you as a
steroids.
person. So.
Yeah, is it anabolic, like the steroids?
People do abuse it. That's the stuff that people do abuse in the gyms and stuff.
Well, yeah, testosterone is an anabolic hormone, so yeah.
Yeah. So,
Definitely.
which is silly because if you got too much, you'll start producing more estrogen, and then you'll grow boobies, and yeah.
So yeah,
don't mess with your hormones unless you really, really want to.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A lot of bodybuilders have to take an estrogen blocker when that stuff happens.
Yeah.
Just lift weights, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just do it naturally.
I know.
So 2 puberties, but you've never had to go through that whole uncomfortable boner in classroom stage.
No. Not unless I do it deliberately.
Mr. Shaw, come up to the front of the room and write that. No, not right now.
That's okay. I'll take the detention.
My stomach hurts. All right, parents, man. Do they? How have they been handling like this whole thing? You know.
Oh yeah. Well, Mum was shocked. I put her through a lot, actually. I think I came out as gay when I was 18, and she's like, "Tell me something I don't know." And then after that, I'm like, I think I'm trans, and she didn't know too much about it, so did some research, and she went through a bit of a mourning period because she knew before I did that I'd be wanting to get on testosterone, and she'd be losing her daughter. So, there were a few tears, but she got back on track, and she was my biggest supporter. Like, she'd do research, and every time there was a little thing on TV about it, she'd be like, "Oh, I saw this, and this is what I learned," and so that was good.
Yeah.
I think my 2 sisters, that was a bit of a shock for them because they all always knew me as the cute little girl, and growing up and stuff. But they I think they accepted it well, and I think the thing to remember for those transitioning is, don't be cutting people out of your life, because time can change things. So, just be gentle on the people around you, because they're going through a time as well. It's not just you. So, yeah.
I can relate, man. I told my mom, when I was younger, I was like, I'm not gay, and she was like, tell me something I don't know. So I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
no, honestly though, I mean, what a great time we're living in. People that feel this way and need these types of things. There's help out there. There's avenues out there, and there's just a great pathway to attain your desires. And think about the people 50 years ago that felt like this. They were SOL, man. It's what could you do? So I gotta, I'm really happy that there's like one of the best times in human history right now.
Yeah. When I first started, even like it wasn't being talked about as much as it is now. It's, just in those few years, it seems to have exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very satanic if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Civilized, right?
Well, it's civilized. It's the total environment type of thing. Where you
Choosing
want your
your own
desires,
destiny.
choosing your own destiny, and
Yeah.
going after it, and making your world. That's what's beautiful about it.
Yeah, that was a big part of it.
So good on you, mate.
Gave me the
Yeah.
bloody oath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gave me the strength to keep going, and I'm pretty much a self-made man.
Love
Nice.
it.
Were you a Satanist before you decided to start transitioning?
Yeah, I recognized myself as a Satanist in 2005. Picked that up from the... That internet's really good for finding stuff out, I tell you what. Someone was talking about it on the internet. I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I trundled over to the COS website and I scoured that, and I'm like, holy crap. All right, so I need to get this Satanic Bible. So I got that book. I couldn't put it down. There was no way that I was going to finish that book and not recognize myself as a Satanist. So Oprah has her aha moments. I had my holy fucking shit moment. It was great. So, yeah, so 2005 was the year. I joined the COS in 2009. That was a great year. And last year I got my little active membership packet as well. So,
Nice.
moving on up in the world.
Nice. Very, very cool. So does your mom know? Because you were like, hey, Mom, I'm a Satanist. She's like, tell me something. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, she was great, like really easygoing.
She's like, we've been through enough. I can handle that.
Oh yeah, no.
What else you got?
She was very spiritual, so obviously why on a lot of things. But she read the book and she agreed with everything it said. So she's like, yeah,
Damn,
go for it.
You got your mom to read the book. That's something.
Oh
My
yeah.
mom won't- yeah.
She
No doubt.
My
she
mom
was
doesn't
like
get it.
in her 60s and a fan of Marilyn Manson. So
My one mother would not read it when I was younger. She wouldn't read it. I said, Mom, you got to read this so you know what I'm talking about. She wouldn't read it. She made me stick it into a trash bag, roll it all up, and put She was putting palm around it, and I had to put it in the basement.
I think
What?
I've heard that story before.
Yeah, what?
That's funny.
Anyway, how's
Put your
it's great.
tinfoil hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being in Australia, have you met other Satanists in Australia?
Yeah, Marquis
Yeah, a couple.
Thulis? I can't remember his name.
yeah, met him a couple times. Got his book, 30 Years of Anger. Check it out. Fucking awesome book.
Nice.
Also met a couple of others. We seem to be.
You're breaking up.
Colleen seems to be for us because it's bloody hot up here.
Wait, say that
Yeah.
again? We lost you.
Oh, it's so bloody hot up here. So that's we like to be in the warm areas.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice. Very cool.
Well,
You
I'm
do
in
any
Florida,
rituals?
40
I know
more
Marquis, he likes to do a lot of ritual. I see him online doing a bunch. You ever get involved in that or no?
I haven't been to a group one before, but
Mm.
I tend not to ritualize unless I really, really need it. Like
Yeah.
I really like thinking about and delving into like lesser magic, but if I need to do a ritual, it's pretty freaking serious. I have done
Right.
in the past, and I just love it. Seeing how things unravel, and I always end up in a good spots.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think if you're just doing it all the time, then it wouldn't have the impact. It should be serious.
Right.
You know? I don't think it's, like Christians kind of, they get into their habit of the way they pray. They say the same things over and over again. I could tell you my dad's dinner prayer by heart because it was always the same. So it's kind of meaningless, So I think for us to take a ritual should be something serious. It shouldn't be just something you just do all the time.
Right. It requires a certain amount of energy, and that's not an energy that's always there. It's got to.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
Yeah, they say insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting a different result, and that if you're doing ritual every weekend, trying to get the same result, and it's not happening, you might be insane.
You're apparently not living right.
Right.
Yeah, well, if you've got issues in your life and you can't fix them without ritual, you concentrate on
Lost focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Work on the lesser magic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's always fun,
Exactly.
Laren,
especially the trans person.
Yeah. What does Satan mean to you?
Oh man, everything. I guess when it comes down to it, it means that it's a recognition of myself as an animal and reveling in that without being tainted by other people's beliefs and ways of life and ways of thinking that doesn't go with what I want to do. So it's very natural. It's very positive. So yeah, pretty simple.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yep, good answer.
Top 100. So the
Easily.
top 100 for sure.
Easily.
Nice.
Well, Laren, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I mean, you're a devil we know. I'm going to definitely be checking out southernstarwoodworks.net.
Yeah.
Check out some shit. Might be ordering something from you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank you so much for having me. You guys are freaking awesome.
That's true. That's true. Until next time, everyone, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.